The instrument is battered and the wood is worn, like a tattered banner that is badly torn. Scratches on the surface tell of battles won, underneath the heat of a relentless sun.
I tried to play an anthem on a fractured frame, but the music never sounded quite the same. My fingers are calloused and my heart is bruised, feeling like a melody that's been misused.
But even in the discord there's a flicker of a spark, searching for a frequency within the heavy dark. A jagged kind of beauty in the way the tension snaps, filling in the craters and the devastating gaps.
We play on broken strings,
a ragged kind of hymn,
in a world of shadows where the light is growing dim.
The resonance is deeper when the vessel has a crack. There is no use in wishing that we had the silence back. A symphony of scars, a chorus of the brave, rising like a spirit from a shallow, stony grave.
I'll take the frayed edges and I'll tie them in a knot, giving everything I have, the little that I've got. The rhythm might be stumbling, the pitch might be wrong, but the message in the struggle is what makes us strong.
The varnish is peeling and the bridge is thin, but listen to the character vibrating within. Perfection is a prison that we don't need to inhabit, when the raw and honest truth is there for us to grab it.
But even in the discord there's a flicker of a spark,
Searching for a frequency within the heavy dark. A jagged kind of beauty in the way the tension snaps, filling in the craters and the devastating gaps.
we play on broken strings,
A ragged kind of hymn,
in a world of shadows
where the light is growing dim. The resonance is deeper when the vessel has a crack. There is no use in wishing that we had the silence back. A symphony of scars, a chorus of the brave, rising like a spirit from a shallow, stony grave. It's not the golden harp that sings the truest song,
but the weary traveler.
who has suffered for so long,
The friction and the pressure, the snapping of the wire,
are the only things that truly set the human heart on fire.
we are beautifully damaged,
We are masterfully flawed,
standing in the presence of a
thunderous applause.
freight fraction still
Playing.
we play on broken strings,
A ragged kind of hymn,
in a world of
shadows where the light is growing dim.
the resonance is deeper
When the vessel has a crack, there is no use in wishing that we had the silence back. A symphony of scars, a chorus of the brave, rising like a spirit from a shallow, stony grave.
unfinished music,
In the wreckage,
broken
on the wooden kitchen floor, while the autumn wind is knocking at the barnyard door. Cider on the table and the harvest in the bin. Let the celebration of the earth begin.
Put on your boots and your dress of faded lace. I want to see the sunlight on your lovely face. The fiddle is tuning in the corner of the room, dispelling every shadow and the winter gloom.
Step to the left and a pivot to the right, spinning like a dervish in the golden light.
The rhythm of the seasons is the music that we play, while the heavy burdens simply melt away. Dance the rustic waltz, round and round we go,
in the humble valley where the wildflowers grow.
no need for a palace or a floor of polished glass,
Just the smell of hay and the swaying of the grass.
simple and honest, a melody so sweet,
Following the patterns of our tired feet.
I've traveled through the cities of silver and of steel, but they never offered something that was truly real.
Give me the soil and the orchard and the plow. The only thing that matters is the here and the now.
The shadows are lengthening across the rolling hills,
While the busy chatter of the morning finally stills.
lanterns are hanging from the rafters of the pine.
Everything is perfect, everything is fine.
Step to the left and a pivot to the right,
Spinning like a dervish in the golden light.
the rhythm of the seasons is the music that we play, while the heavy burdens simply melt away. Dance the rustic waltz, round and round we go,
In the humble valley where the wildflowers grow.
no need for a palace or a floor of polished glass,
Just the smell of hay and the swaying of the grass.
simple and honest, a melody so sweet,
Following the patterns of our tired feet.
1, 2, 3, feel the pulse of the ground, the most beautiful logic that has ever been found.
Tossing our worries to the rafters above,
Wrapped in the arms of a permanent love.
home is a feeling, not a place on a map. Resting your head in the meadow's soft lap. Round and round.
Home at last in the valley. Dance the rustic waltz, round and round we go.
In the humble valley where the wildflowers grow.
No need for a palace or a floor of polished glass,
Just the smell of hay and the swaying of the grass.
simple and honest, a melody so sweet,
Following the patterns of our tired feet. Spinning slowly
until the dawn.
rustic waltz. Emerging from the chrysalis of doubt and cold, a story of bravery is starting to unfold. The heavy leaden weight is turning into light as colors bleed into the canvas of the sight.
I crawl through the valley of the deepest shade, where every memory of the sunshine began to fade. But there's a spark of lightning in the center of the mind, leaving the gravity of yesterday behind.
The thermal winds are catching on the spirit wings, unlocking the potential that the morning brings. Higher than the vultures past the eagle's nest, toward the sanctuary of the golden west.
Watch the rising soul
ascending from the clay
into the brilliance
of a never-ending day.
no longer tethered
To the anchors of the past,
finding the freedom
that was always meant to last.
defying every limit,
Breaking every cage
turning the final leaf.
of a bitter stage.
The atmosphere is thin and the pressure is intense, but every struggle starts to make a perfect sense. I am the architect of the clouds and the sky, learning the secret of the way the angels fly.
The embers of the heart are glowing white and hot, giving everything to the victory we sought. Purified by fire, strengthened by the climb, stepping outside the boundaries of mortal time. The thermal winds are catching under spirit wings, unlocking the potential that the morning brings. Higher than the vultures past the eagle's nest, toward the sanctuary of the golden west. Watch the rising soul ascending from the clay into the brilliance of a never-ending day.
No longer
Tethered to the anchors of the past, finding a freedom that was always meant to last.
defying every limit,
Breaking every cage
turning the final leaf.
of a bitter stage. Leave the heavy armor on the dusty ground,
A weightless vibration is the only sound,
transcending the logic of the earth and the stone, claiming a destiny that we face alone.
we are the stars in a human disguise.
Reflected in the mirrors of each other's eyes.
Rising, soaring, I am free. Watch the rising soul
Ascending from the clay
into the brilliance
of a never-ending day.
no longer tethered to the anchors of the past.
Finding a freedom that was always meant
To last, defying every limit,
breaking every cage
turning the final leaf.
of a bitter stage.
Ever upward to the light,
Rising like a note upon a page, a quiet drama on a universal stage, tuning all the instruments of bone and skin to find the harmony that's vibrating within.
I was a broken cello in a dusty hall, waiting for a master's hand to heed the call. You tuned my spirit to a higher, clearer frequency,
correcting every discord
and every discrepancy.
The conductor raises up the baton to the stars,
healing all the bruises and the jagged scars.
a mathematical beauty in the way we move,
falling right into the pocket of the groove.
We are a perfect symphony, a masterpiece of sound,
resonating deeply from the sky down to the ground.
no accidental clashes and no minor keys,
Just the perfect
balance of the cosmic breeze,
blending every cadence into one grand theme,
waking from the silence of a fever dream.
hear the percussion in the falling of the rain.
A rhythmic remedy for the mental strain.
I'll play the rhythm on the wood of my guitar,
while you sing the melody to the evening star,
the flute is dancing like a bird upon the wing,
teaching all the weary hearts how they ought to sing. It's a composition that we wrote in another life, cutting through the chaos and the bitter strife. The conductor raises up the baton to the stars,
healing all the bruises and the jagged scars.
a mathematical beauty in the way we move,
Falling right into the pocket of the groove.
we are a perfect symphony, a masterpiece of sound,
Resonating
deeply from the sky down to the ground. No accidental clashes and no minor keys,
just the perfect
balance of the cosmic breeze,
blending every cadence into one grand theme,
waking from the silence of a fever dream.
louder than the thunder, softer than a sigh.
A choir of a million souls is passing by,
Listen to the counterpoint, the push and the pull,
making the emptiness feel vibrant and full. This is the music that the planets play,
turning the universe
from black into gray. One voice, one heart, one sound.
We are a perfect symphony,
A masterpiece of sound,
resonating deeply from the sky down to the ground.
no accidental clashes and no minor keys, just the perfect balance of the cosmic breeze,
Blending every cadence into one grand theme,
waking from the silence of a fever dream.
in total unison,
The music never ends, perfect symphony. dimming in the tired balcony, awaiting the resolution of the mystery. The velvet drapes are heavy with the scent of age, as the final actors step upon the stage.
The script was written by a master's tired hand, scattered like the wreckage on a desolate strand. But we found the meaning in the very last act, turning the fiction into a solid holy fact. The spotlight is blinding, the moment is now, before we give the final deep and humble bow. The orchestra is breathing as the tension begins, to celebrate the losses and the heart what wins. This is the grand finale, the peak of the show, letting the rivers of emotion finally flow. A spectacular ending, a thunderous sound, where the glory of the journey is finally found. Throwing the flowers and the roses to the floor,
as the universe opens the eternal door.
In the cold and the dark, we finally ignited the necessary spark. Every tragedy was a lesson in disguise, leading to the triumph in each other's eyes.
The masks are discarded, the costumes are shed, following the silver and the golden thread. The audience is rising in a standing acclaim, remembering the power of a sacred name.
The spotlight is blinding, the moment is now, before we give the final deep and humble bow. The orchestra is breathing as the tension begins, to celebrate the losses and the hard-fought wins. This is the grand finale, the peak of the show, letting the rivers of emotion finally flow. A spectacular ending, a thunderous sound, where the glory of the journey is finally found. Throwing the flowers and the roses to the floor,
as the universe opens the eternal door.
let the soprano reach the highest of the notes,
As the spirit of the music effortlessly floats,
higher than the ceiling, past the rafters and the roof.
providing the absolute and undeniable proof that love is the author and love is the end. The ultimate message that the heavens could send.
Bravo! The end is here!
This is the grand finale, the peak of the show, letting the rivers of emotion finally flow. A spectacular ending, a thunderous sound, where the glory of the journey is finally found.
Throwing the flowers and the roses to the floor,
As the universe opens the eternal door, the curtain falls, standing tall.
grand
Emerald currents swirl beneath the jagged cliff, carrying the secrets of a wooden skiff. Sapphire depths are calling to the rescue. behind.
I was a sailor lost in a fog of gray, searching for a lighthouse to point the way.
But the compass in my chest
Began to spin
when I felt the salt upon your porcelain skin.
The moon is pulling at the heavy, restless weight, defying every boundary of a cruel fate.
We are sinking deeper where the coral forests grow, guided by the phosphorescent rhythmic glow.
Drowning in the ocean heart, vast and wide and blue, finding a reflection of
The purest part of you,
immense as the horizon,
deeper than the trench
a thirst that no earthly fountain
could ever quench. Tides are turning over, washing out the sand, bound by a devotion that no mortal can withstand.
Storms may gather on the surface of the glass, watching as the thunderous clouds begin to pass.
But down in the stillness, where the whales sing, we are protected by the shadow of a giant wing. Treasures hidden in the gardens of the brine, glimmering like stars within a sunken mine.
Forget the shore and the safety of the dock.
We are the water that can erode the hardest rock.
The moon is pulling at
The heavy, restless weight, defying every boundary of a cruel fate. We are sinking deeper where the coral forests grow, guided by the phosphorescent rhythmic glow.
drowning in the ocean heart,
Vast and wide and blue,
finding a reflection of
the purest part of you,
immense as the horizon,
deeper than the trench
a thirst that no earthly fountain
could ever quench. Tides are turning over, washing out the sand, bound by a devotion that no mortal can withstand.
flowing through the canyons of the undersea.
Unlocking every shackle to be wild and free.
The salt is our blood and the spray is our breath,
A love that survived even the winter of death.
abyssal and grand,
Majestic and cold,
a mystery
that never grows weary or old.
De profundis.
From the abyss, I call to you.
Drowning in the ocean heart,
Vast and wide and blue,
finding a reflection of
the purest part of you,
immense as the horizon,
deeper than the trench
a thirst that no earthly fountain
could ever quench. Tides are turning over, washing out the sand, bound by a devotion that no mortal can withstand.
drifting away
Into the
ocean
heights, heights. Shadows dance across the marble floor, counting every heartbeat behind the heavy door. Time stands frozen in a crystal sphere, waiting for the morning to wash away the fear.
Ancient starlight flickers through the velvet night, guiding weary travelers toward the holy light. I found a sanctuary within your quiet gaze,
a refuge from the hollow, cold and empty maze.
The mountains bow to the sapphire sea, unlocking secrets of the destiny we decree. A weightless spirit rising high above the ground in this cathedral of silence. We are finally found. Eternal grace,
falling like the summer rain,
healing every fracture,
numbing every bit of pain.
Ringing through the sky,
we are tethered to a promise that will never truly die.
Beneath the arch of heaven,
in a soft embrace,
we surrender everything to this eternal grace. I built a fortress out of stones and weathered clay, but you turned the darkness into a brilliant day. No longer searching for a kingdom in the sand,
when I can feel the universe within your open hand.
Petals of jasmine scent the cooling evening air,
lifting up a melody like a whispered prayer. Every scar is gilded, every tear is spun to gold.
Story of redemption
that is waiting to be told.
The mountains bow to the sapphire sea, unlocking secrets of the destiny we decree. Weightless spirits rising high above the ground in this cathedral of silence. We are finally found. Eternal grace,
falling like the summer rain,
healing every fracture,
numbing every bit of pain.
With 1,000 hallelujahs ringing through the sky,
we are tethered to a promise that will never truly die.
Beneath the arch of heaven, in a soft embrace, we surrender everything to this eternal grace. And if the stars should crumble into dust,
we hold on to this sacred, undying trust.
greater than the oceans,
Wider than the plains, the fire of this mercy is all that now remains. It flows through our veins
like a river of light,
banishing the ghosts of the lonely winter
unending, unwavering, divine, eternal grace,
falling like the summer rain, healing every fracture, numbing every bit of pain.
with 1,000 hallelujahs ringing through the sky,
We are tethered to a promise that will never truly die.
beneath the arch of heaven, in a soft embrace, we surrender
Everything to this eternal grace, washing over us
forevermore.
Are dimming in the tired balcony, awaiting the resolution of the mystery. The velvet drapes are heavy with the scent of age, as the final actors step upon the stage.
The script was written by a master's tired hand, scattered like the wreckage on a desolate strand.
But we found the meaning in the very last act, turning the fiction into a solid, holy fact.
The spotlight is blinding, moment is now. Before we give the final deep and humble bow, the orchestra is breathing as the tension begins to celebrate the losses and the hard-fought wins. This is the grand finale, the peak of the show, letting the rivers of emotion finally flow. A spectacular ending, a thunderous sound, where the glory of the journey is finally found. Throwing the flowers and the roses to the in the dark. We finally ignited the necessary spark.
Every tragedy was a lesson in disguise,
leading to the triumph in each other's eyes.
The masks are discarded, the costumes are shed, following the silver and the golden thread.
The audience is rising in a standing acclaim,
remembering the power of a sacred name.
The spotlight is blinding,
moment is now.
Before we give the final
deep and humble bow,
the orchestra is breathing as the tension begins to celebrate the losses and the hard-fought wins.
This is the grand finale, the peak of the show, letting the rivers of emotion finally flow.
A spectacular ending, a thunderous sound,
where the glory of the journey is finally found.
Throwing the flowers and the roses to the
the eternal door.
Let the soprano reach the highest of the notes,
as the spirit is burning low within the copper lantern frame, casting dancing shadows that I cannot even name. The indigo is deepening at the edges of the world, as the velvet banners of the twilight are unfurled.
I'm grasping at the embers of a dying summer day, before the last reflection starts to crumble into gray. The silhouette of memory is all that now remains, as the coolness of the evening starts to flow through all my veins.
Don't be scared of the transition or the closing of the eye.
Every ending is a gateway to a different kind of sky. The colors are the brightest right before they disappear,
drowning out the whispers of the hollow, lurking fear.
Walking
in the fading light, where the edges start to blur, a quiet kind of magic that the evening winds incur. It's the beauty of the twilight, it's the grandeur of the end, the final golden message that the dying sun can send.
tender and precarious,
A flicker and a glow, watching all the heavy burdens finally let go.
the stars are poking holes within the fabric of the dark, each one a tiny witness, each one a distant spark. I'll hold your hand in silence as the vision starts to dim,
Listening to the cadence of the nocturnal hymn. The flowers close their petals as they surrender to the night, trusting in the promise of a future morning light. There's a dignity in leaving, there's a grace in letting be, setting all the spirits of the weary finally free.
Don't be scared of the transition or the closing of the eye.
Every ending is a gateway to a different kind of sky.
The colors are the brightest right before they disappear,
Drowning out the whispers of the hollow, lurking fear. Walking in the fading light, where the edges start to blur, a quiet kind of magic that the evening winds incur.
It's the beauty of the twilight,
It's the grandeur of the end,
the final golden message,
that the dying sun can send.
tender and precarious,
A flicker and a glow, watching all the heavy burdens finally let go.
The sun is just a memory on the other side of Earth, preparing for the miracle of a secondary birth.
But for now we embrace the dimming of the flame, calling out the secrets of a long forgotten name.
It's the peace of the sunset,
It's the comfort of the shade,
where the depths of the daylight
have already been paid. Go, 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 go,
walking
in the fading light,
where the edges start to blur.
a quiet kind of magic that the evening the cobbles of a mountain shrine, seeking for a signal or a holy sign. The incense smoke is curling toward the rafters high, blending with the gray of an autumn sky.
Words are often hollow when the heart is full, tugging at the spirit with a constant pull. I don't need a pulpit or a gilded throne to find the peace of heaven in the great unknown. Beyond the reach of language, past the wall of sound, where the deepest treasures of the mind are found, the stillness is expanding in the center of the chest,
giving all the weary a place of perfect rest.
This is my silent prayer,
offered to the air,
a testament of longing,
a relief from despair.
no voices are shouting,
No bells need to ring,
just a humble vibration
of a living thing.
in the vast cathedral of the wilderness.
We find the strength to heal and the courage to bless.
I've shouted at the thunder and the raging storm, trying to keep the embers of my spirits warm, but power isn't found in the fury of the blast.
It's the quiet whisper that is built to last. Watch the falling snow upon the frozen field. Every hidden wound is finally being healed. Patience is a virtue that the winter teaches well, breaking every rhythm of a frantic spell.
Beyond the reach of language,
Past the wall of sound,
where the deepest treasures of the mind
are found.
stillness is expanding in the center of the chest,
Giving all the weary a place of perfect rest.
this is my silent prayer,
Offered to the air,
a testament of longing,
a relief from despair.
no voices are shouting,
No bells need to ring,
just a humble vibration
of a living thing.
in the vast cathedral of the wilderness.
We find the strength to heal and the courage to bless.
Listen to the breathing of the forest and the pines.
Reading all the wisdom in the ancient lines.
You are not alone in the valley of the lost.
Every bridge we've mended was worth the heavy cost.
Close your eyes and let the
Spirit take the lead to the fertile gardens and the waiting sea.
hear the silence.
Feel the peace.
Amen.
This is my silent prayer. the canyon wall, answering the spirit's wild and urgent call. Copper dust is dancing on the desert floor as we turn the key within the final door. I chase the shadows till the break of dawn, across the meadows where the deer are born. The weight of yesterday is falling to the sand. I see the future written in this barren land. We're climbing up the ridges of a jagged peak, finding all the answers that we dared to seek. The atmosphere is thinning as we reach the height, bathed in the reflections of a liquid light. Behold the golden horizon, burning bright and bold, a tapestry of fire and a story yet untold. The world is waking up in a blaze of glory, writing out the pages of a different story, far beyond the limit where the eagles fly. We are painting colors on a brand new sky. The rustic canyons echo with a hollow sound, but there's a secret heartbeat in the rocky ground. I'll build a beacon with the timber and the flint to catch the morning's very first and radiant hint. The meadows ripple like a sea of yellow grain, washing out the memory of the winter rain. Wildflowers opening to drink the morning dew. Everything is starting, everything is new. We're climbing up the ridges of a jagged peak, finding all the answers that we dared to seek. The atmosphere is thinning as we reach the height, bathed in the reflections of a liquid light. Behold the golden horizon, burning bright and bold, a tapestry of fire and a story yet untold. The world is waking up in a blaze of glory, writing out the pages of a different story, far beyond the limit where the eagles fly. We are painting colors on a brand new sky. Don't look back at the valleys in the shade. The debts of the darkness have already been paid. Run toward the summit with your arms stretched wide. Feel the rising power of the turning tide. It's a revolution of the heart and mind, leaving every shackle and the chains behind. The sun is rising. from the chrysalis of doubt and cold, a story of bravery is starting to unfold. The heavy leaden weight is turning into light as colors bleed into the canvas of the sight.
I crawl through the valley of the deepest shade, where every memory of the sunshine began to fade. But there's a spark of lightning in the center of the mind, leaving the gravity of yesterday behind.
The thermal winds are catching under spirit wings, unlocking the potential that the morning brings. Higher than the vultures past the eagle's nest, toward the sanctuary of the golden west.
Watch the rising soul
ascending from the clay
into the brilliance
of a never-ending day.
No longer tethered to the anchors of the past,
Finding a freedom that was always meant to last.
defying every limit,
Breaking every cage,
turning the final leaf
of a bitter stage.
The atmosphere is thin and the pressure is intense, but every struggle starts to make a perfect sense. I am the architect of the clouds and the sky, learning the secret of the way the angels fly.
The embers of the heart are glowing white and hot, giving everything to the victory we sought. Purified by fire, strengthened by the climb, stepping outside the boundaries of mortal time.
Thermal winds are catching under spirit wings, unlocking the potential that the morning brings.
Higher than the vultures past the eagle's nest, toward the sanctuary of the golden west.
Watch the rising soul
Ascending from the clay into the brilliance of a never-ending day.
no longer tethered to the anchors of the
Past, finding a freedom that was always meant to last.
defying every limit,
Breaking every cage,
turning the final leaf
of a bitter stage.
leave the heavy armor on the dusty ground,
The weightless vibration is the only sound,
transcending the logic of the earth and the stone.
claiming a destiny that we face alone.
We are the stars in a human disguise,
Reflected in the mirrors of each other's eyes.
rising, soaring,
I am free.
watch the rising soul
Ascending from the clay
into the brilliance
of a never-ending day.
no longer tethered to the anchors of the past.
folded in the corners of a dusty book, hidden in the shadows of a quiet nook, a sketch of a dream on a fragile white sheet, waiting for the pulses of a heart to beat.
I wrote a future with a charcoal pen, planning the journey of the where and the when. It's a flimsy construction of ink and of glue, but it's the only vessel that can carry me to you.
Don't let the raindrops dampen the design, tracing the geometry of every single line. The wind is a giant, the world is a gale, but hope is the rudder and the white paper sail.
Flying on paper wings, delicate and thin,
Floating on the whispers of the breath within. A beautiful frailty, a courageous design, moving through the chaos in a straight silver line.
though we are brittle and though we might tear,
We're finding our balance in the high, cold air.
one little crease could bring us to the ground, where the heavy silence is the only sound. But I'll hold the edges with a steady, firm hand, guiding our flight toward the promised land.
The ink is blurring in the humidity of tears, washing out the traces of the old hollow fears. We are a manuscript soaring through the blue, a story of wonders that is finally true. Don't let the raindrops dampen the design, tracing the geometry of every single line. The wind is a giant, the world is a gale, but hope is the rudder and the white paper sail.
Flying on paper wings,
Delicate and thin, floating on the whispers of the breath within. A beautiful frailty, a courageous design, moving through the chaos in a straight silver line.
though we are brittle and though we might tear,
We're finding our balance in the high, cold air.
paper is stronger than the sharpest of steel.
When it's fueled by the power of the things that we feel,
Write a new chapter on the surface of the wind.
where the boundaries of reality are disciplined. Fly through the lightning, fly through the dark, ignite the universe with a single paper spark.
Fragile,
Yet strong, lifted high. Flying on paper wings, delicate and thin, floating on the whispers of the breath within. A beautiful frailty, a courageous design, moving through the chaos in a straight silver line.
though we are brittle
And though we might tear, we're finding our balance in the high, cold air.
gliding home on the breeze.
Paper The velvet curtain of the evening starts to fall, shadows stretching tall against the garden wall. A silver needle stitches stars into the black, leaving every worry on a different track.
I find my voice within the hollow of the moon, whistling a strange and solitary tune.
The city noise is dying like a fading ghost as I reach the boundary of the quiet coast.
Suspended in the ether between the dark and light, taking wing like owls in the middle of the flight. Gravity is losing its dominion and its hold as the ancient mysteries of the night unfold. Singing a midnight aria, soaring to the peak, words of hidden passion that we finally speak. Operatic fever under lamps of gas and oil,
Rising from the sorrow and the heavy daily toil.
the universe is listening to every soaring note,
Written in the stardust that the angels wrote.
the cobblestones are glistening with a coat of frost, finding every memory that we thought was lost.
I serenade the windows and the empty street until the transformation is entirely complete.
The air is thin and fragrant
With the scent of pine,
tasting like a vintage
and a holy wine.
No audience is needed for a song this pure,
A remedy of music that is destined to endure.
suspended in the ether between the dark and light,
Taking wing like owls in the middle of the flight.
gravity is losing its dominion and its hold
As the ancient mysteries of the night unfold.
singing a midnight aria,
Soaring to the peak,
words of hidden passion
that we finally speak.
operatic fever under lamps of gas and oil,
Rising from the sorrow and the heavy daily toil.
the universe
Is listening to every soaring note, written in the stardust that the angels wrote.
high above the steeples, past the clouds of slate,
Knocking on the iron of the celestial gate.
let the vibrato tremble like a leaf upon the tree.
A proclamation of the spirit, wild and grand and free. It's a symphony of shadows, a concerto of the soul, making the fragmented heart finally feel whole.
The night,
The song belongs to us. Singing a midnight aria, soaring to the peak. Words of hidden passion that we finally speak. floating through a corridor of nebulas and mist, a realm of pure imagination that the heart has kissed. Gravity is absent in this sanctuary of thought, finding all the treasures that the waking world forgot. I climbed a ladder made of moonlight to the furthest moon, humming a forgotten and a prehistoric tune. The boundaries of reality are melting like the snow as I surrender to the current of the inner flow. Beyond the reach of logic, past the walls of time and space, we are voyagers of wonder in a holy hidden place. A subconscious odyssey, a journey through the soul, making the fragmented mind finally feel whole. Lost within an infinite dream where the stars are made of glass, watching all the centuries and the constellations pass. No beginning and no ending, just a loop of golden light shining through the tapestry of an everlasting night. We can be the architects of a galaxy so new, where every impossible vision is eventually true. I built a palace out of clouds and silver-threaded rain, a place of total healing for the memory of pain. There are no iron shackles here, no heavy chains of lead, just the vibrant echoes of the words we never said. Ocean waves of violet are crashing on a shore where the ghosts of ancient legends live forevermore. We are breathing liquid neon, we are swimming through the air, finding a solution to a long-abandoned prayer. Beyond the reach of logic, past the walls of time and space, we are voyagers of wonder in a holy hidden place. A subconscious odyssey, a journey through the soul, making the fragmented mind finally feel whole. Lost within an infinite dream where the stars are made of glass, watching all the centuries and the constellations pass. No beginning and no ending, just a loop of golden light shining through the tapestry of an everlasting night. We can be the architects of a galaxy so new, where every impossible vision is eventually true. If the morning tries to wake us, we will simply drift away to a deeper level where the psychic shadows play. It's a revolution of the spirit, a rebellion of the heart. The ending of the vision is the only place to start. Infinite and boundless, majestic and serene, exploring all the wonders that are felt but never seen. Stay asleep, don't wake up, lost within an infinite dream where the stars are made of glass, watching all the centuries and the constellations pass. No beginning and no ending, just a loop of golden light shining through the tapestry of an everlasting night. We can be the architects of a galaxy so new, where every impossible vision is eventually true. Never waking, eyes closed tight, infinite dream. Crimson ribbons trail behind the setting sun. The labor of the weary world is finally done. Silver mist descends upon the sleeping lake, leaving tiny diamonds in its gentle wake.
I walked a dusty road for many lonely miles,
seeking for the magic hidden in your smiles.
the city lights are flickering like candles in the wind,
But here is where the journey of our souls begin. Gravity is pulling us into the deep blue reflections of a dream that is coming into view. The rhythm of the tide is a song we used to know, moving with the pulses of the indigo glow.
underneath the velvet moon,
Glowing soft and pale,
tracing out the patterns
of a celestial veil.
Wrap yourself in shadows,
Hide within the dark,
waiting for the timber
to ignite the spark
in the quiet theater of the midnight sky.
We watch the lonely constellations drifting by.
Spanish moss is hanging from the ancient oak, wrapped within the mysteries of a purple cloak.
I'll sing a lullaby to keep the ghosts away, while the stars are dancing in a grand display. Soft as any feather, smooth as any silk, clouds are swirling gently in a river of milk. There is no tomorrow, there is no before, only this moment on the lunar floor. Gravity is pulling us into deep blue reflections of a dream. All that is coming into view. The rhythm of the tide is a song we used to know, moving with the pulses of the indigo glow.
Underneath the velvet moon,
Glowing soft and pale,
tracing out the patterns,
of a celestial veil.
wrap yourself in shadows,
Hide within the dark,
waiting for the timber
to ignite the spark
in the quiet theater of the midnight sky.
We watch the lonely constellations drifting by.
Hush, now the universe is holding its breath.
A victory of beauty over sorrow and death.
Let the cosmic dust settle on your tired brow.
Everything we search for is right here, right now.
Higher than the birds,
Swifter than the gale,
our love is the ship.
and the wind in the sail. Glow for me,
Shine for me,
velvet sphere in the dark.
underneath the velvet moon,
Glowing soft and pale,
tracing out the patterns.
of a celestial veil.
Wrap yourself in shadows,
Hide within the dark, waiting for the timber to ignite the spark in the quiet theater
of the midnight sky.
We watch the lonely constellations